Now on Good Morning El Paso, new information this morning for passengers trying to leave El Paso on Southwest Airlines. We have our round-the-clock crew live at the airport with the very latest developments, what you need to know as a lot of flights are being canceled.
Mike Pence wrapped up the night by officially accepting the vice presidential nomination, but was upstaged. I'm ABC's Stephanie Ramos in Cleveland on the last day of the Republican National Convention. Details coming up.
Plus, we're learning more about how two brothers drowned over the weekend near Caballo Lake.
Where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
A very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Good morning, everyone. We have a lot to get to, including a lot of canceled flights this morning at the airport.
Yes, but first we want to talk about our forecast this morning. Nicole Gomez is in our Storm Track Weather Lab.
Good morning. We do have rain chances in the forecast, mainly out towards the west this afternoon. Expect isolated showers and storms, and temperatures are expected to heat up. Currently, not seeing much activity here in El Paso or Las Cruces, but around TRC along I-25, we're currently seeing a cell move through that area. So again, western portions of our viewing area will see rain chances most likely this afternoon. We're also seeing some light rainfall move through the area mountains. Temperatures are expected to heat up. Our ABC 7 threat tracker showing that's the main issue for this afternoon. But coming up in just a few minutes at 6:07 with your weather on the 7s, we've got a look at your ABC 7 WeatherNet sites across Las Cruces to get you out the door, your morning planner for El Paso, and your region temperatures. Stephanie?
All right, Nicole, thank you. Tens of thousands of stranded passengers are hoping to leave their destination this morning after Southwest Airlines was hit with a technical glitch yesterday. The airline was forced to cancel 700 flights. So if you're expecting to fly out of El Paso International today, get there early. But that's where we find Good Morning El Paso's Denise Olivas now live with new information. Denise.
Good morning, Stephanie. The situation for many passengers not looking great this morning. I stepped inside to El Paso International and at the Southwest desk where it had a massive line of passengers. And when I walked in, a Southwest attendant was telling passengers that all flights are canceled except to those going to Austin or Houston. Again, all flights canceled except for those going to Austin or Houston. Of course, that could change later in the day, but as of now, anyone else going to any other place is dealing with a canceled flight. And this was within the last 30 minutes. So you see this line right here behind me, the baggage claim line here for Southwest Airlines. Typically, if you fly out this early out of El Paso International, you don't have to wait in such a long line. So far, the people here that I talked to saying that their flights as of now are on schedule, are ready to go on time, but of course that could change at any moment, seeing that there are so many canceled flights, not only here at El Paso International, but across the nation as well. I've already heard some horror stories and nightmare stories of passengers who have been stranded, who are trying to get to their destination. I spoke with one woman who checked her flight late last night and it was still scheduled for departure, but that all changed within hours.
This morning, I just happened to wake up and check, and it said the flight had been canceled or closed. So I've been on the phone now for 2 hours and 20 minutes trying to rebook my flight, and I decided to drive up to the airport, and this is what I'm walking into.
So again, 2 hours and 30 minutes just trying to get her her flight rebooked. So again, Southwest Airlines has commented and has said, they did say last night that they will try and accommodate as soon as the major outage is completely back up and running again. But again, we could see the fallout of that major outage the entire day here at El Paso International, which you can do if you are headed out and you're flying out of El Paso International, and if you're flying Southwest, you can check our website, KVIA.com, our travel section there. You can find out your departures and arrivals and check if they are on time or if they have been canceled. For now, we are live outside of El Paso International. Denise Olivas, ABC 7.
Not a good way to start the day. Thanks so much, Denise. Switching gears, it was a big day for the Republican vice presidential candidate Mike Pence as he officially accepted the party's nomination, joining Donald Trump on stage at the Republican National Convention, while former Trump rivals also had their big moment on the stage. Nowhere in sight, though, Melania Trump, after her opening speech Monday night, was blasted with those accusations of plagiarism. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has the latest now from Cleveland.
A huge moment for Indiana Governor Mike Pence as he accepts the GOP vice presidential nomination, taking center stage on night 3 of the Republican National Convention as the party gets to know the other half of the presidential ticket.
I accept your nomination to run and serve as Vice President of the United States of America.
But before his grand entrance, 2 of Donald Trump's former rivals also addressed the convention crowd. Marco Rubio taped a message.
After a long and spirited primary, the time for fighting each other is over.
And Trump's toughest challenger for the nomination, Ted Cruz, took the stage.
I want to congratulate Donald Trump on winning the nomination last night.
His speech leading to high drama, the crowd in an uproar for what Cruz didn't do. Booed loudly by delegates for not endorsing Trump, just as Trump tiptoed into the arena from the back to hear his son Eric speak.
Never have I been more proud to be a Trump.
The crowd still angry with Cruz. There were confrontations with him behind the scenes, and his wife Heidi was even escorted out of the arena after threats of physical violence. Trump tweeting soon after, "Wow, Ted Cruz got booed off the stage, didn't honor the pledge. I saw his speech 2 hours early, but let him speak anyway. No big deal." The most important part of this convention is tonight. Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka introducing her father as he formally accepts the party's nomination. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Cleveland.
And you can watch the GOP convention in a live feed if you go to KVIA.com. It's on our Election Center page, and look for live coverage on the air. That starts tonight here at 8 o'clock.
And from our New Mexico mobile newsroom now, a family in Deming is dealing with a devastating loss this morning. 34-year-old Gambino Porras and his 17-year-old brother Cosme Romero drowned. This happened during a family trip to Percha Dam State Park near Caballo Lake. This was on Saturday, and this photo was actually taken shortly before that accident. The park is just south of Truth or Consequences. Family members tried to save the brothers by pulling them from the water, but it was too late. Their older brother, Gus Porras, tells ABC7 Gambino and Cosme were trying to follow a chain underwater when Gambino slipped and fell. He says their stepfather jumped into the water to try to save them. Cosme was on the football team at Deming High School, and Gambino leaves behind a wife and 2 young children.
And now it's 6:07, weather and traffic on the 7s right now with Nicole Gomez.
Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Hillary and Stephanie. El Paso, here's a look at your planner. Warm temperatures to start out. By 9 o'clock, we're at 81 degrees, and by 11 o'clock, 90 is what you can expect. Currently, Las Cruces, clear skies, 73 is where you're sitting with northeast winds at 3 miles per hour. Your humidity level is in the 40s. 80 is where we're sitting at the El Paso Airport, east winds at 3 miles per hour. Across southern New Mexico, comfortable temperatures. Sierra Middle School, these are our weather net site, sponsored by the Mattress Firm. At the Farm and Ranch, 77, and temperatures are also in the upper 70s in Anthony. This is what you can expect for your Thursday afternoon. Mostly sunny skies. Temperatures will heat up this afternoon. We'll talk about the rain chances by looking at the latest Future Track computer model that's coming up in your full forecast. Mauricio?
Hey Nicole, good morning. We're seeing a whole lot of green across the borderland. No issues if you're heading out the door right now, and really no issues if you're heading out in Las Cruces. We're tracking 65 miles per hour on I-10 west and 69 if you're heading down towards El Paso. Highway 70 east of Las Cruces will remain open all day, and I-25, again, you can see the green. No major issues going on out there. Let's take a look outside now with our ABC7 TxDOT cameras to West El Paso. That's I-10 at mile marker 14. Coming up in 10 minutes, I'll let you know how your west side drive times are looking. Plus, we'll also take a look at their construction closures that will be going on today. That's all coming up on weather and traffic on the 7s.
All right, thanks so much, Mauricio.
And we have much more to come here on Good Morning El Paso.
Yes, we do. An appeals court is actually going to order Texas to fix its voter ID law. We hear from you in the borderland about that very recent decision. That's coming up.
And later on, our complete coverage continues from Cleveland as we take a look at what happened outside the convention last night. It's 6:09, and this is ABC7, where news comes first.
We're watching ABC7's Good Morning El Paso with Hillary.